Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's look was pretty much inspired by today's weather. It's dark, it's gloomy, it's rainy over here in Virginia, it's cold. I just needed something to brighten up my day. So I went ahead and I did this fall look for you guys with some extra highlights. If you guys want to see how I achieved this look, just keep watching. Alright, so the first thing that I like to start with is a hydrating oil. I'm not really particular with what kinds that I use, just as long as they're hydrating and not irritable to my skin due to my eczema, because I do have really severe dry skin. And then when the eczema acts up, it's just not a good combination. So right now I'm using the rose hip oil. So far I've really liked it. I just start by applying a little bit, not too much, because you don't want to overhydrate and then your foundation won't last as long. I'm going to make sure you get it on your neck too. So now that the hydrating oil has set, I'm going to go in with a moisturizer. The one that I'm using right now is the Glam Glow Volcasmic one. It's been pretty good to my face. It hasn't really dried my skin. So after the moisturizer, I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This just kind of controls any type of like oversaturation, you know, with moisture, especially if you have like combination skin. This would be pretty good to put over the serum and the moisturizer, just so you can set it and help it settle. For my face, I'm gonna go in with the All Nighter by Urban Decay. I really like it. It's super full coverage. I'm extra, so I like full coverage all day, every day. I don't really suggest this if you don't like to wear too much cakey makeup. I do. It just complements my looks that I do. Alright, so now that I have my foundation set in, I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit that my girl hooked me up with. This shit is absolutely fucking amazing. I love it. I only use this, to be honest though, when it's like a crazy look, because it's super concentrated. So now I'm gonna try out the new ColourPop concealer that just came in a couple days ago. Let's see how this goes. It's definitely really blendable. It's not so cakey. Alright, let's blend. Oh, it's nice. I would say it's definitely an everyday concealer. For sure. It's an everyday use. It's not too heavy, but it's like the right amount of coverage. Okay, and now to set that concealer, today I'm going to use the NYX HD Finishing Powder. This is one of my favorite powders to bake with. I like how it just like glides on and there's not a lot of excess. It just kind of like sticks to your concealer. Alright, so while this bakes, I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I find it that it's better for me to use the pomade because I have such thick eyebrows and I need a really heavy consistency. So, the pomade does a really good job at like blending my really thick hairs into this dark brown color that I apply on it. So now that these babies are sharp as fuck, I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is the only thing that I trust on my eyebrows, hands down. This shit just, I don't know, it just works magic. Alright, now for the most important step to eyeshadow heaven, literally, is your eyeshadow primer. You will never get the blend that you want unless you prime your eyelid. You know, it's so funny because I tried to do a tutorial yesterday and I did the most rookie move. And I did like a light layer of this. Yo, tell me why I ended up almost crying. Because this shit was just not blending. So trust me, this is key. Alright, now that I have my primer on, I'm gonna set it with Bay from the Huda Beauty palette. This is like one of my favorite ones to set my eyeshadow primer with. It's a super neutral color. And it's super good, like just like a base for any color really. Doesn't interfere with like a transition color or anything like that. So now that my lids are completely set and I've made sure that they're not sticky when I touch them, because that's really, really important. So I'm going in with Roxy just on my crease and a little bit above. I'm just gonna blend above because that's where I always like my transition color to peak. I don't really like to hide my transition color. I'm trying to do my makeup with one hand because a really weird fact about me is that I'm like that as ambidextrous. I use both hands. So for my right eye, I'll use my right hand to blend. And I don't know if it's just a habit or if I'm really, you know, ambidextrous, but this is how I've just always done it. Right, next I'm gonna deepen that transition color with the color Saturn from the Prism palette. Like I said, I always like to use a deeper color for dimension right here on my crease. It's not only about packing that first color that you do. You have to build. Right, now I'm gonna go in with Parallel from the Prism palette. Just on my crease. And now that my brush doesn't have any excess eyeshadow on it, I'm gonna go in and just try to blend everything together lightly. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to cut my crease. So now that my crease is nice and cut, I'm gonna go in with Edge from the Subculture palette just to set that concealer on there. Don't really worry about it being too perfect because you're just gonna end up going over your crease to emphasize that cut. So now I'm gonna go in with Parallel from the Prism palette just to emphasize that line where I cut my crease. And this is literally my secret that I'm sharing with you guys. But do you see how it just cuts it? You know, it didn't even matter if you did a perfect cut crease at first or not. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with Obsidian from the Prism palette on the outer corner of my eye. And once there's no more excess eyeshadow, that's when I'll begin to blend outward, or inward, I should say. And I'm just concentrating on the outer corner. And you can use the other side that hasn't touched the eyeshadow to give you a better blend. Alright, so now that my eyeshadow is nice and blended how I like it, I'm gonna go in with a gel liner. So now I'm gonna go in with Obsidian for my bottom lash line. Now that I finished my eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with my lashes. I'm gonna pop these in and then seal them in with some mascara. These are fucking fire. And for the blush, I'm just gonna go in with a blush that I got in my BoxyCharm a couple months ago. It's Studio Makeup, and I don't think it has a name. It just says Luminous Loose Blush. It looks like this. And lastly, I'm gonna set my makeup with the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I really like this because it gives you that like shine and glow that you need after to set everything. Alright, now last but not least, definitely the most important part of anybody's makeup, the Holy Grail. I'm like singing to the gods right now. The fucking glow gods are all on my side right now. Every single one of them. Now I'm gonna be using the Kat Von D Lovecraft lipstick and the Sarai collab with ColourPop in the color Curvy. And I do the gloss in the middle to give my lip the illusion that it's plumpier. Alright guys, so this concludes my look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to keep watching me, just hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up.